What's up YouTube, it's Immortal Orc here coming to you with another StarCraft 2 broadcast, and today it will be a PvT matchup on the map Daybreak. Spawning down here on the bottom left hand side of the map, we got yours truly, Immortal Orc, down here as the blue Protoss, and in the top right hand side of the map we got the red Terran Blanket. And today is Friday, so I should be releasing this replay to you guys any moment now. Well, once I finish recording and uploading it, you guys will see it. And yeah, happy Friday to you all. It is finally, well, it's almost May. It's the end of April. Definitely getting hot over here in New York. Yes, that is where I'm from, if you did not know that. So yeah, how's the weather where you guys are at? Just curious. Just got out of school, got into a game, played against this Terran, so I will be casting it for you now. Probe gonna be throwing down 12 gateway, it looks like. And for the red Terran, we got barracks coming down at its normal time. Guessing 12 supply as well. Not sure. Gas on the way for my opponent, so it looks like he's going to maybe add on a tech lab to this barracks. Not gonna be pumping out too many Marines out of that. Probably wants to get out stim for those Marines, the combat shields, the probe almost getting taken out there, but managing to keep him away. Let's see if he, I know what happens. Clearly, he dies to those two SCVs. They were going to get him in a pincer assault, and they won, clearly. And not much else going on at the moment. Production tab showing the cybernetics core coming down at 16 supply, and orbital command is about halfway for my opponent. Second gas coming down rather early for myself, so are we going to see some DT play, or just Templar play, or High Templar that is, or some Stargate play? We will find out soon enough, but it looks like he's going to be adding on a reactor, so not opting to get any sort of tech, any stim or combat shields just yet. Just going to be saving up that gas for, I guess, a factory then. No other explanation for that gas on there other than, yep, throwing down a factory, and it looks like this SCV will be queued up for that, and I am right. Scouting SCV coming in here for my opponent. I do have two gateways, well, one gateway up and one on the way. I'm bringing a probe out. What's he gonna see? Is he gonna see anything? This probe is up to something fishy. Obviously, I'm not gonna opt to reveal my tech just yet. Do have a stalker on the way now, chrono boosting that out so I could kill off this SCV. And will I get him? It's gonna happen eventually. No, probe gets the kill from that stalker, and I do have a probe here positioned to throw down a Stargate. So the reason why, obviously, I said the probe and the SCV tried to scout out what I was trying to do over here. So I actually opted to throw down the tech this way a little bit more. So just in case if he threw down a scan over here, he would not see it. Maybe it would have been just out of range. Marine scouting out for any type of proxy pylon. But nope, just the two Marines in the front. And not finding anything going on. I am sending out a stalker to poke at the front here. Want to see what my opponent has on the way. He does come in here, spots the two Marines. Guessing from the number of Marines, I'm going to assume that he only has, or that he does have a command center. And I will back that stalker up right there, seeing the Widow Mine. He does opt to lift that off. Now, one stalker, that's a little much. I don't think one stalker can kill a whole command center, but clearly Blanket thinks I will try to. Let's see here. We got Widow Mines coming out for Blanket and producing them one at a time. He is able to produce them two at a time, but I don't know. Not opting to do that. What do we have there? Stalker getting shooed away by that Widow Mine down at the front, so he should be clear to land this. Oh, he did upgrade that to an orbital command while it was there. Oracle now here will be targeting down the SCVs on the gas. And what does he got? He's got 4 kills now, 5 kills, killing off that Marine, and a Widow Mine comes in here. He needs to bury that not SCV, the mine quick, and he does get down, but the Oracle comes and swings around and gets those SCVs. Oracle getting taken out. Pretty careless control there for myself, but the SCVs have been damaged by that Widow Mine, and the second Oracle has come in here to clean house. Let's see, 6 kills already on that Widow Mine. If we look at the units killed tab, we got 14 workers killed for myself, and those 2 Oracles doing massive amount of damage, and I need to get out of there because I know that Widow Mine will be all charged up for another assault. And not getting this base quite saturated yet. Myself, I do have this on the way. I did spot the medevac moving out with something in it, so will I be prepared for that drop is the question. We will find out. Oracle going to be chilling out over here, scouting around. Not going to see anything at the 3rd expansion just yet. Orbital command has landed, and he is throwing down a bunch of mules. Medevac coming in now. Do I have any units to defend? I got a bunch of stalkers. And there go the thrusters on that medevac. And the Hellbats have dropped from the medevac and killing off the probes. If we look at the units killed tab, quickly escalating for my opponent. The medevac gets taken out. Good I wouldn't say good. I would say somewhat decent reaction timing, or actually more poor reaction timing for my opponent. So if we look at the income tab, comparing us to 31 workers to my opponent's 13, and it looks like I'm going to be coming in here with some more Oracles to do more damage. Widow Mine is here, will take out one of the Oracles quickly, sniping down the mule, and the one SCV will go try and clean up what I have at the top, but no, there is another Widow Mine, and it takes out the one Oracle. Not Widow Mine. Void Ray going to be trying to poke down that supply depot, but will not get it. Supply is fairly close, so that would definitely supply block my opponent. Looking again at the production tab, we got Simulator on the way. We got Templar or Twilight Council on the way for myself. Just keeping the army back to defend from any drops. We got additional gateways, warping into warp gates. More Void Rays on the way for myself, and staying with this bio army. It looks like getting stim finally, and gonna move his army out of range, and that Void Ray will come in here and take out the one supply depot with the extra supply. So will it supply block him? No, it will be very close. 60 over 62, and that Void Ray continuing to be annoying for Blanket. We'll look at the income tab. Once again, only 19 harvesters for my opponent. I am just getting out of control with these probes, and 4 pylons on the way for myself. Need to warp these gateways into warp gates. Looks like I'm positioning to take another expansion due to all that harass I did earlier, and placing a proxy pylon. Stalker still has the watchtower from the early game, and this one Marine across enemy lines does have my watchtower. Taking out that supply depot before the SCVs can repair it this Void Ray being constantly annoying for Blanket to deal with. So he's gonna throw up a handful of missile turrets. Got a handful of Widow Mines too, protecting this main here. I could actually come in here and maybe snipe off a barracks or two if I had a handful of Void Rays, but that's not going to happen. Oh yeah! Big hit there from the Widow Mine. Try to come in there and do not realize there is more than one Widow Mine, and I get my Void Ray taken out right there. If we look at the army size tab, we got, well, Control A I think is better. We got 52 to my 48, so he's actually beating me right now, but the worker supply is definitely favoring myself. And yeah, well, actually, if you look at this, he doesn't have too much damage output. So I mean, yes, the mines definitely would do a huge amount of damage to my own army, but if I manage to take out or just lose minimal units to the Widow Mines, I will be able to keep more units alive and do more damage with them. So technically mine is the more potent army at the moment. Only 2 Void Rays here. I need to keep chrono boosting out them Void Rays, keep a high number of them. Fleet Beacon has been warped in for myself, and I am getting air weapons upgrade level 1. Air weapons level 1 has just completed, and those Void Rays will be doing slightly more damage. 11 damage versus armored, and with a flat attack of 7. So pretty nice little damage out there. Damage output there for myself. Will be taking out these destructible debris so I can easily push up this ramp. If I do decide to do that though, I better be ready for a world of hurt, as there are many Widow Mines placed there at the front. Another supply being dropped from my opponent. Widow Mines do aim and fire at the Zealots, taking out one I believe, and just doing some shield damage to the rest of them. Third being now well saturated by myself. Upgrades are on the way. I got 1 armor. Need to get out some attack damage as well. Checking the third here and just missing that medevac. So I will be way out of position for any sort of drop. Or maybe I did see that because I am pulling back the army. So we will see if I will deal with that nicely or not. Just a bunch of medevacs for my opponent. Combat shields and stim does not have the concussive shell grenade. I'm surprised. Zella getting taken out there very quickly by those Hellbats. Drop gonna come in. The boosters have been used for the medevac, and they will drop, taking out 1, 2, 3 probes so far. And watch out for that splash damage. 5 probes. 6 probes, and the medevac will lift off and save one of those Hellbats, and they will start harassing this natural expansion for Blanket, but the Stalkers are here, and one more hit on that medevac. Will it go down? No, it will not. Blanket managing to save that medevac, and the thrusters have been used once again. Hellbat will be left behind though, because Blanket will be trying to save that medevac. Will the medevac spot this 4th expansion for myself? He is gonna fly over here. He does see the pylons. He does see the Stalkers warping in, and there goes that medevac. No more medevacs for you. And looking at the pretty nice army for Blanket, he does have a nice supplement of Widow Mines. He should actually try and do some harass with this, because he's been up in the base for a while. I mean, he did do some decent harass with those Hellbats. But if we look at the income tab once again, he is still behind 64 to 46 of those Oracles, and Void Ray early on did just simply way too much damage. I'm going to be coming in here, it looks like from the south, but no, we'll back off there before any of those Widow Mines can shoot off their missiles. Looks like opting to engage now. Did see those Widow Mines burrow, and it looks like major splash damage being dealt to the army, but it looks like that one armor and one attack definitely going to be helping me out here compared to the just one attack of the Terran army. And he does have to lift off and get out of there. Widow Mines need to come back here and clean up those Widow Mines, because he can easily send those. There he goes. He unburrows them. And will he send those to the 4th base, 3rd base? If he sends them to one of my bases, this could be the damage he needs. But it looks like I'm going to poke up his ramp, and he doesn't look like he has the army to deal with this. But actually, most of the army's in the medevacs. He needs to drop those bio units out of medevacs and start doing some damage. SCVs have been pulled from the line. Widow Mine's just going to be sitting here for now, and it looks like Blanket's army will be absolutely crushed here. Yeah, that was pretty one-sided. What can I tell you? Nothing else to deal with the Void Race. All he's got is Marauders left. And Oracle here going to be using that Envision ability. Going to be spotting any sort of Widow Mine. And yeah, this is game over. There's no way. He's pretty much mined out here in the main. There's nothing Blanket can do now. Adding insult to injury, I will have the DPs in here, and Oracle is doing their very high DPS at the moment. If we look back at the map, we got 9 Zealots coming in for Widow Mines on the way, but I don't think that will be enough to save Blanket. Widow Mines still at the entrance of that 3rd base and not really being too useful. The SCVs have finally been mined out, and it looks like Blanket will leave the game. Alright guys, happy Friday to you all, and if you like the content, like it on YouTube, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and I'll be streaming very soon, so you can check me out on Twitch. Alright guys, this is Immortal Orc, warping out.